Hello, welcome. What is good, everyone? Tone here, ready to play some more Slice and Dice today. We are continuing a loot mode run here. This is the third session. If you haven't seen the other two, look back on my channel page and you will see them. But yeah, we are on floor 15, getting pretty far along. Definitely exceeded my expectations here as far as how far we would get on our first loot mode run. We got a pretty good synergy going here with reroll cantrips and stuff. We got like some decent damage sides with Death Wish here on the Cultist. A big damage side here with the Glass Blade on the Lost. We got some stuff going on. We were able to increase the hit points on some of these guys. Very cool stuff so far. Before we get started here, I'll do my usual reminder that if you would like to support my channel here and my work, you can do so over at patreon.com/tonehack. So please check that out. And without further ado, we are going to... I'm just going to show you all these item descriptions. Feel free to pause if you want to see what these things do. You probably know if you've been watching already, which I recommend you do watch the previous episodes before jumping into this one. But just as a little reminder here. I don't normally show the items like this, but it definitely feels more necessary on this game mode. Alright. I don't think we're... Oh wait, we have a new item here, of course. Let's see what we've got. We have the Anvil. Add steel to the middle side. Steel, bonus equal to this hero's current shields. Now this could be quite good on the Ruffian if we had like a shield cantrip side or something that said plus shields on turn 1, which exists, but it doesn't work here on the Ruffian. We do have the potential to add big shields mid-round, so that could be good. We keep running this problem where our middle sides aren't good. We're getting all these things that like boost the middle sides and stuff, and we just don't care. So I guess the Anvil's not good for us. And especially with like the Dragonhide gloves, like duplicate our middle side, which would usually make that like better. I think the Ruffian does have a cleave there by default. So, like, cleave, Anvil, Dragonhide gloves on the Ruffian is pretty darn interesting. You'd probably frequently get like a 6 damage cleave with them. We are fighting a Hydra here though, so no matter what we do, I think we need to stick with this cantrip high mana build to make sure we can increase our odds of getting 5 hits on the Hydra here. There's even an argument to remove things from the buckle so they have their heavy side back. But I'm just going to hope that we get enough mana and cleaves to do that. So I don't want to remove both of these from the buckle. Maybe we can. It's just a little bit more of a shot at dealing with the Hydra. The Iron Helm is probably very good for us. Plus 6 health. We're running out of slots on our heroes though. I guess that becomes really good on the Cultist maybe. What does 3 random tier 2 items look like? Definitely running out of tier 2 items that we care about, aren't we? Especially as our slots grow thin. Square wheel would be pretty good. Can we just take the Iron Helm? Plus 6 hit points feels pretty good in this mode. We don't have room on it for our 2 core characters here, but yeah. If we had a random tier 7, I might take that just to hunt for like a really strong synergy. 15 damage buckle, just kind of buffing up like a statue here is pretty intriguing. Although honestly, we probably put that on the cultist there. And I think I'd rather have a good shield here than the 2 damage heavy here, which would only be to help us kill the Hydra. I think we should have decent odds of killing the Hydra already. Between our big mana sides, which can give us multiple bursts, and our cantrip sides. Alright, I think we're gonna roll with this. See how it goes. Okay, I think you just keep that. You probably just keep that. And we roll. I'm gonna look for 4 on you, which would be 2 bursts. Since we got some rerolls now. We can kill the Hydra already, but let's go for getting some cantrip hits in. 6 rerolls. I do not mind continuing with the rerolls. We have a 50% chance each turn to get 2 rerolls back. Or each reroll, I should say. I think we've won already, so let me stop. Have mana to get rid of this pip. Nice. Okay, yeah, no reason to keep rolling there. Alright, we have the Assault. I have a few 1 damage sides. I guess as the perk of having all tier 1 heroes. Sapphire Ring, +1 to all mana and mana gain sides, or Scorpion Tail, add Weaken and Pain to the top and bottom sides. Weaken got me really excited about the Mystic, but we can't do that with Pain. Getting Weaken on the Lost could be pretty good. They only get 1 pip there. +1 to mana and mana gain sides. We just don't have a lot of those that we're using much. Pretty okay with powdered mana, sort of. Not really in this situation. I'm just going to take the random tier 8 here. I mean, gosh, Weaken could be pretty freaking good, but we just don't have good sides to put them on. It would be pretty good on these sides if we weren't doing like a big reroll build. If we swapped off where the Ruffian was doing like those fat bloodlust or oh wait, no, we didn't take the Anvil. I was gonna say those big damage cleaves, and then the Mystic had poison cantrip sides with Pain, and they could block with the Iron Helm, which I don't think there'd be room for the Iron Helm and that on there. We'd have to get rid of the Nunchaku and the Candle. Like, we can almost make something like that work, but it doesn't seem worth it here. I'm actually going to take the random. Add Cleave to the middle side. Again, we don't have a lot of great middle sides. That is pretty slick on the buckle, though, so I guess we're going to put it there. Yeah, that's a pretty good block right there. I think we're happy with that. Honestly, does the Halo become better than the Rusty Plate? I think it does. Especially because they can save themselves at low health as well. We just ditched the Rusty Plate. Although this just starts out with 3, we have to save 3 heroes to get the buckle up to this much health. I think that'll happen pretty often in a longer fight. I'm good with trying out the Faint Halo here. Good chance that the Lost dies this fight. I think we really want the Glass Blade. There's actually an argument to take off the Lucky, because the Glass Blade instantly kills the Quartzes. Assuming Mystic doesn't hit them with a cantrip, which she probably will. I'm gonna keep it on. Anything else we want here? Don't think so. I mean, Cleanse would be pretty good. Arguably almost more valuable than the Faint Halo. Actually, yeah, Cleansing Inflict Death off of Ruffian or Mystic is pretty important. Although, I don't think I can block for 9, so if they use it on one of them, they die anyway, so I guess that is kind of moot. So yeah, there are a few scenarios this fight where we just like die instantly and can't do anything. But I think that is just part of the course with this game mode. I think our strategy has like okay odds in like every fight, but of course they're killing our dudes. But we got our cantrip going right away. And this actually hit for 1 on this quartz, which works out better for us because we can, if we hit them 2 more times with 2 damage, they split. I could use this to crack the basalt, but I don't think I care about that. Same thing with the cultists here. We're just gonna reroll for big sides. Got a lot of rerolls. I can roll pretty aggressively here right now. Wow, we're rolling all the bad sides, but we do keep hitting the rerolls, so it's okay. Alright, there's 1. Goodbye, quartz. Getting low-ish on rerolls. Can afford to roll pretty aggressively here, though. Inflicts single use, which is actually really bad for us. I think we want to guarantee that we can kill this quartz. I'll do with that cultist. I think I'll keep that regardless. This is tempting to chip the basalt, but we do more damage with the 6 damage side, which hasn't come up at all in like the 20 rerolls we've had this turn. This basically, if I play this, I'm sacrificing this damage to get +1 out of this, and then +2 from a cantrip. And then I don't think I can do 3 damage. Yeah, it seems like not really worth it trying to chip the basalt here. Alright, there's that. Alright, we're actually taking no damage this turn. I can actually be very aggressive with my rerolls here. If I reroll the cultist now, the chance that 4 damage means we might be able to win by that if we get enough damage in with our cantrips. Wowza. That might be the most rerolls we've had, 9. Like, stocked up at one time. I think this is lethal. Clean kill. Fanatics are something we don't deal with well, although the Trident actually gives us some good defense for that. That might work out pretty well. Wandcraft. Replace all sides with single-use mana sides, retaining their original value and keywords. Not very good for us. Yellow heroes +1 to all sides. Again, we can't really fit anything else on the Ruffian. Otherwise, if we could get the any more reroll pips in this team, ideally I'd get them on another hero. And not just one, but if we get any more reroll pips, our chances of like going on huge chains goes up by quite a bit. I feel like there's a bit of an unstable equilibrium effect, right? Like right now we're on on average we go infinite, but it can tilt to either side pretty quickly, or pretty far in one direction, and well, not even really on, I don't know if it's technically, I guess not technically on average we, no, you can't see on average we go infinite because we always don't go infinite, but we, on average, every roll, like, we get as many rerolls back as we roll, basically. So, going net positive on that by getting one more pip anywhere in our team is pretty good. But yeah, we just don't have room for the standard. 2 random tier 4 items. Could be interesting. We'll take a look at the tier 4s. Yeah, just don't think standard works here. It would give us 1 more mana here, but that doesn't really move the needle. I just don't see Wandcraft doing much of anything for us. We get like a big Bloodlust side on the Buckle, which could be a big burst of damage, but especially on this floor, I think on all the floors coming up that this is going to be pretty good. I don't even know what the tier 4 items are, and I kind of just want to click it anyways, because we're just not going to use these. Guess you could turn Big Heart into a 5 mana single use. What's Ruffian look like without all this stuff? Yeah, getting +1 on you from the standard doesn't feel like much. Replace the 2 right sides with the hero below's base sides. Dang. Too bad that's not any of our cantrip or rerolls. Feels pretty useless. What if the diamond add pristine to the 2 left sides? Another one that gives us pristine. Well, no, because you have to heal to get this to work, because it adds empty health for you. Interesting on the Buckle, but we never heal you. We never heal anyone. I just realized that Gaze is pretty strong for us if we can cast it on a turn, just to increase our chances of getting our rerolls. We haven't been doing that. I've probably left that off the table a few times. I definitely shouldn't have. I think neither of those do anything for us. That was a pretty unfortunate floor for us as far as item acquisition. We saw 4 items and none of them really help us at all. Damn, 1 away. Actually, with the 2 zombies, I should have probably taken this mask off of you. So that I could have reliably gotten a 4 damage for the zombie. Oh, there's only 1 zombie here, though. Okay. So hopefully Lost can deal with that. I don't think you can actually afford to use your 4 damage pain side here, unfortunately. Okay, got 2 damage off the bat with the chain here because it procced this first, which is nice. Were you getting a pain side? Annoying. Let's keep rolling and see what happens here. Oh, I ruined the pristine on your shield. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I completely missed that I was doing that. It's okay, because we're really going to want their cleave regardless here, but that's a pretty big downside to that. What do I even want on you? I've been skipping these. Am I okay with this? To get a cleave heal, I'm probably using it on these 2, which means I'm not going to be able to fit it on you, or cleave block. Kill something that's attacking you, this ends up being pretty decent. I do want some mana to get Gaze off now that we see that, so I'm going to do this. Actually, if Gaze feels that important, I should remove this too, just so I have a chance of getting like any mana turn 1. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, everyone survives this turn. I mean, I could let the buckle die. Give our Mystic more damage. It is very reasonable. But I don't think we need or want to do that. I guess you're killing the zombie? I'll just kill the Wisp here. We'll play Gaze. I think this works. I just clicked the buttons. I didn't think that through too much. I think that's probably almost optimal for us. I don't even think I looked at all the dice that time. I actually get 4 now that I have the cleave block. There we go. Do we have a win here already? I think we do. Might have had it a few rolls back. Ooh, Basilisk ruins our strategy. Ain't that a shame? Angel Feather. Add a rescue to the top and bottom sides. Can be used again if it saves a hero. That's never coming into play. Dumbbell. +4 to all sides with 4 or more pips. I just slapped that on Lost to give him a 10 damage side. I heard someone say that that actually is the rare item, possibly, if this is true, the only item I know of that I was told that this procs in the middle of your turn. So if this was 2 base and we procced a chain and this became 4 base, it would bump this up to 8. I don't know if that's true or not, because nothing else in the game that I know of works like that, but I told that Dumbbell works like that. So like on Cultist, for instance, these would become 8 damage sides. We're on like Death's Door. We do science. Pace mode, real quick. Cultist dying. Two damage. These become 4 or 8. No. Okay, I don't know why someone said that. Maybe there's some other scenario, but for this one, it clearly doesn't. No other game or item in the game works like that, so that I've seen. I've played a lot of Slice and Dice at this point. Good science. Again, I don't like either of these items. We're getting like shafted, I feel. Maybe not. I was gonna say on the random rewards. Like in a normal run, anytime it offers you multiple lower tier items is pretty much worthless unless you have an emerald item, which is a pretty rare situation. And any time it offers you, well, I guess it's the main situation, but that's like mostly what we've been offered when we didn't want one of these, which is pretty bad. It's actually okay in our scenario, maybe, because I think there are a few situations where we like tier 3s. Just because we have so many items already that there are some decent synergies around. But we're not rescuing anyone with our top or bottom sides. I mean, I guess the Mystic is, but these are cantrips, so it doesn't matter. The Dumbbell. Again, maybe just for a huge loss hit is pretty good, and the reason we take that. I feel like Lich's Tome on the Mystic could be pretty good. Another consideration here is how do we deal with the Basilisk? The Basilisk like utterly ruins our team. I think we have to take the Cleanse. Scalpel's really good for us. Like, there are a few like big hits. Is there anything Urn gets us? Not that I'm seeing. Dang, if we got Urn, and then put Jester Hat and Dragonhide Gloves, it would only be 1 pip. But I was like, man, if these reroll cantrips were also mana gain, that would be kind of insane. We don't have a good way of doing that. This one has Heavy as his base side. I don't see a lot we can do with Urn here. Maybe something with diving suit. No, we don't have a lot of right sides. I kind of want to see what the tier 3s do, because there are a few interesting things that could pop up. I think they're unlikely, but the dumbbell just feels, on the lost, probably good. I can just do 10 damage to something. Sometimes that's good enough. Again, the square wheel. Pretty decent. We would just slap on someone to get a better chance of getting some reroll shenanigans going on. Even throw diving suit on after it to maybe replace those right sides. Although not really. Powdered mana though would replace the blanks. Heck, that'd be decent on the Mystic. You'd have to lose the Vigil though. This is like the high risk, high reward. Honestly, high risk, like mid reward. High risk, mid high reward, and this is just like solid for us. I think having a 10 damage shot on the Lost, like 10's a good breakpoint, like it kills his Banshee. But what is 4 damage in the grand scheme of things here when we can find a synergy to really make us like pop? Maybe I do look for something else. We do like so much damage with the Mystic most turns. Now this turn we won't be doing that, so maybe this is just good to get through this fight. And it's actually only +3 damage for the loss, because we're taking this off. It does give us this pain side back. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with the dumbbell. I think it helps us get through this fight, honestly. We do a bunch of damage to the Basilisk, we cleanse one of the Mystic sides, and then hope we can really pop off. Has his Iron Helm just been bad on the Cultists because we actually want them to be on Death's Door? Put that somewhere else. I'll leave it here for now. Hard to keep track of all these items. I'm just skimming to see if we're missing anything. YOLO, let's go. Weaken on the Ruffian is really bad, but we started with a reroll, which is fantastic. Alright, that's one dead Banshee. You don't have to worry about the weaken. Or we could kill the Basilisk this turn, so I don't have to worry about their stone. I'd have to kill the Banshee and the Basilisk without rerolling enough for you to... I don't think that works. I think we just keep rerolling as much as we can. See what happens. 3 mana. I'm gonna look for 4. We have enough rerolls I can hunt for it. We can keep getting lucky on this as well. Probably just take this. I have 8 rerolls. We can roll for what we need. Actually. Roll for what we need. We get through a few more hits without hitting the basilisk. Oh wait. This saves everyone, and the mystic has all their sides left. I'm good for this. And actually, I could have re-rolled some more to give Buckle, like, a side. To let them do something this turn. So I should have undid that a bit, maybe, but... no, this works. I think. Seems to be working. Okay. The dumbbell was very good on that floor. We could have done better, but, you know, it served its purpose. It shored up a weakness we had. We got a bit lucky that we didn't hit the basilisk there. We had some plans for that. I had the cleanse and stuff, so we didn't need to get quite as lucky as we did to actually get through that floor, but that worked out. What do we have? Oh my gosh. I didn't consider the dolphin, which has great synergy with this. Actually, does dolphin just win us the game with ruffian? No, because we need to proc it somehow, which we won't get higher than 2 with it. Okay. We do have time stone as well, another cantrip piece. These are like maybe 2 of the best items we could have seen here. So all the complaining I've done about previous items, we're looking pretty good here. Dolphin with Vigil on these 2 might be like a near always win situation. Another problem we have right now is we lose horribly to hexia. And I don't know what to do about that. Time stone, we'll broach that when we get there. Time stone cantrip can maybe give us some like mana. I mean, the obvious place to put it is like cultist, just to get cantrips on these. Dolphin means I can usually, with our rerolls and stuff, get 9 damage from the lost and multiply it for Dolphin on someone. Whether that's the Buckle's Cleave Shield. It's probably what we would use it on, because we're usually going to be just rerolling you until you're out. Dolphin with mana gain on the Mystic. Heal mana gain might be how we beat Hexia, actually. I think that's legit. We'd have to get rid of your cantrips in general, but that might be legit. Time stone would just like... Time stone is a little bit like win more. Where I think Dolphin might give us a strategy that works against like the thing that's hard countering us right now. Can also take a random. Boarhide bracers. That gives us more reroll chance on the ruffian. You can actually replace the golden thread with it and get a 1, but 3 threes. Also pretty good on the mystic. Actually, it's really good on the mystic, obviously. I replace the candle with that, and these become 3 damage with 6 on chain. Actually, extremely nuts. The hand is actually our best matchup here because we go infinite on the hand really reliably. I think we need to plan for beating Hexia, and I think the way we do that is with Dolphin. I'm not thinking through how that comes into fruition yet, but I think that's like the best way for us to deal with Hexia. Because we can just get like this fat mana heal with the block. Something like that. I don't have any range sides to help us with. How does that work? We get, let's see, a 9 pip. And also the loss dies when I use this once against the Hexia. So if none of their imps are up for me to hit with that, then we can only do this for 1 turn. But 9 damage to the Hexia is a lot. What's their health to start? 30. Oh, this actually works really well with the cultists on the Iron Helm. Because I can cast a bunch of spells with them and then heal them with like a big vigil side, or a big mana gain side. That might be what we do. I think that helps us win against Hexia. I'm not like 100% certain on this, but that's what my gut is telling me. I think we can do pretty well on this floor. The 2 Caws help us focus our cantrips on the Hydra. And I don't think this goes on the Mystic yet. It says Echo and then Chain. Does this actually become 2 and then 4? That's actually pretty good on its own. I do wonder if this becomes better on someone else for now. Like get a huge Cleave Shield. It's pretty amazing. Probably the best thing we can do for this fight, honestly. Unless I did just want to try and get a big hit here. This helps us kill the Basilisk if I can get a big Echo mana, even off of like this for 4. If we whiff on our rerolls. This feels pretty good though. A huge Bloodlust, Echo, Cleave. Not sure how much the ordering matters, but let's do it like that. So the Echo hits first. Vigil should stay on you. I don't think we need this. Like I said, Thimble we passed up a while ago would have been pretty good for, would have been amazing for Hexia too. Prevent damage on your turn. I think this works though. Roll with it? Let's roll with it. Not a good first roll, but pretty good second one. Rolling this many times in a turn really shows you how hard it is to hit certain sides you might want. I don't know why this just popped in my head. The other tier 3 that's like extremely good on this build. Lead Boots is the opposite. I was thinking this was +1 rerolls and must be locked. I think that's something else. There's a few items that give +1 reroll. They're pretty good. There's like a Boots of Speed or something that does that. And replaces the left side with Evade, I think. I don't know if I have that unlocked. I think we may have lethal already, but I'm just going to roll a few more times. Okay. Of course, it's the hexia. I guess it's good that we tried to plan for this. Oh, this gives you a tier 10 as a nice little gift on the final floor. I didn't know that. That's awesome. All right, and I think we'd better call this one here because I know the last floor can take a while. So let's stop here, and next time we'll pick up right here, back where we left, and it is on for the big climactic final boss battle. Can't wait to see that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and before I log off, my usual plugs, check the links in the description for this video below. You can find some of my slice and dice reference tables. You can find my Patreon if you want to show some support. You can find the Discord if you want to come and hang out with the rest of the community there, as well as some other links. But I will leave this here for now, so thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time for the climactic conclusion of this run. Take it easy, everyone.